Welcome to Scaling Up, the podcast for water treaters by water treaters, where we're scaling up on water treatment knowledge so we don't scale up our systems. Hi everybody, I'm Trace Blackmore, the host of Scaling Up, and I am here to do a public service announcement to the water treatment community because it has been brought to my attention that not all of us know how to use the technology on our various smartphones and other devices to easily get this podcast delivered to you automatically each and every time it comes out. So the two most popular platforms that we have out there are iTunes for podcasts and also Stitcher. If you are an iPhone fan, you probably are familiar with iTunes. So with iTunes, what you want to do is you want to click on the iTunes store link, and you want to go ahead, and there should be a podcast icon there. If there is not, go ahead and type the word podcast. You should see the iTunes podcast icon pop up, and then go ahead and download that. Once you download that, and it's a pink looking icon, once you download that, you're going to go ahead and search for Scaling Up. And when you search for Scaling Up, you should see the logo with a piece of scaled up pipe with a microphone in it that says Scaling Up, the podcast for water treaters by water treaters. You want to go ahead and click on that. And then the next thing you want to do is hit subscribe. That's where the magic happens. Subscribe means you don't have to go looking for this anymore. It is going to find you every single time a new episode is posted. So if you click on that, it should go ahead and load into your library. You can click on the podcast links into the iTunes library and then right click and you can say download all episodes, and then you have them. You can listen to them in your car, listen to them in the mechanical room, listen to them on a plane, on a train, on a boat, and I have nothing else that rhymes. That's with iTunes. And if you have any issue with that, just go to YouTube and say, subscribe to a podcast, or how do I subscribe to a podcast? And you'll get a dozen videos. So let's talk about Stitcher. For those people that are using Androids out there, like myself, the version of iTunes for podcasts is called Stitcher. What you're going to do is you're going to download Stitcher, and then you're going to go where it says My Stations up top. Once you open the program, there is a little magnifying glass there, and you're going to type in the word Scaling Up, and you will see, again, my orange logo with the scaled up piece of pipe with the microphone in the middle of that. If you click on that, that will pop up. You can click subscribe, and you can also click on download all episodes. Now, when you guys are done with either iTunes or Stitcher, and you don't want those episodes anymore, you can tell them not to keep them offline, and then you will just get notified when new episodes come out. If you haven't figured out my broadcasting schedule, about every 2 weeks from the last show that I post, I put another show out. So sorry to make you guys wait that long, but it does take a while for me to produce the show, and I want to make sure I have good quality content and I'm not just putting information out there to get information out there. So I hope this helps make this easier for you. Now, there are some out there that go directly to scalinguph2o.com, my website, and listen to those online. You don't have to do that. There is technology out there that makes that a lot easier, but by all means, they're always going to be there. So if you want to go there and continue to listen to them there, you absolutely can. You can even download them from the site and listen to them as MP3s if you want to. I hope this was helpful. I hope you help me get the word out to other water treaters that there is a podcast out there, and the podcast really helps inspire us and let us know what's going on and makes us better water treaters tomorrow than we are today. Well, actually, I can't do that, and the podcast can't do that, but you can do that. So I hope you help me help you become a better water treater tomorrow than you were today.